What's going on, everybody? Chadley here, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the buff that the HYPERFOCUS received with yesterday's hotfix. This weapon received a 25% bonus to its base damage, so we're just going to see how that stacks up in the different levels of Mayhem 10 in Borderlands 3 here. So we're going to start off on Athena's. This is definitely the easiest place you can be killing things. So we're going to see how it does here. Then we're going to jump to a true Malware Takedown, and then we'll go into a Guardian Takedown and see how it does against the opening mobs. I have a couple different versions that we're going to use and test it out. But otherwise, we're on our Frosted Flak build that we just updated a couple days ago. Right now, I'm just rocking a Incendiary with 100 bonus Incendiary for the next two mags, and then otherwise, I'm just rocking a shield and grenade with some bonus elements so we can get as much damage out of it as possible. But otherwise, let's go ahead and see how this does. Now, the main thing I'm concerned about is that this weapon did perfectly fine in base Mayhem 10 play before this update to it. And after this update, I really want to see it be able to be used in endgame. I'm not really worried about it doing poorly in like Athena's here, and it's obviously not doing poorly, so that is really good to see. It is doing very well at shredding through these enemies. We're on a very high damage build, which definitely helps, and we have some good bonus elements on it, so that always works very nice. But right now, this feels really good for base Mayhem 10 play, which is really good to see. But like I said, even before the bonus projectile nerf, this thing wasn't really that competitive in the end game play, so I don't know if this 25% bonus is going to be enough to get it to be super competitive with things like the light show once we get into like true takedown stuff. But otherwise, let's go ahead and go to true Malware Takedown and see how it's doing over there. So one thing I'm really happy to see is that they are looking at weapons like this, which benefited greatly from bonus projectiles, and ever since they took them out, things haven't quite been the same. So it's good to see them at least looking at these weapons and trying to get them up to par. And right now in the true takedown, Malware Takedown, this is doing all right. I think I'm going to try switching over to my shock and radiation variant, because I think the shields are going to be what I'm having issues with for the most part. And then let me also change to a bonus corrosive grenade so we can kill some of these war dogs. But let's see how it does against these guys. Does all right. It's not really working the greatest, definitely not what it used to be, and that's kind of sad to see. I would like to see this thing get maybe a little bit more of a buff, because this is already having issues a little bit compared to some of the other popular endgame content weapons, and I would want just kind of a little bit more competition up in that range, especially with how much of a beast this thing used to be. But after that bonus projectile change, this thing definitely has seen quite a bit of a hit, and it's already seen a hit going into 2.0. So hopefully we'll see another little buff, but just to make sure, let's go ahead and move over to the Guardian Takedown and see how it is performing over there. Now we're here at a Guardian Takedown, and we have it set to true takedown, and I'm using that fire version that I was using at the start on Athena's, and we're gonna see, hopefully we can take out maybe some of these smaller guys. That guy's self-destructed. That was not the weapon doing that. This Vanda is going to be a good test to see how much damage it's doing, and we can't even kill him in a clip. That is really upsetting, but also kind of what I was expecting. I was not expecting a lot out of this at all after seeing it in the Malware Takedown, and you all know that the Guardian Takedown is much, much tougher than the Malware Takedown. So this part kind of sucks. I really wish this thing was competitive. I wish it could take the spot of like a light show. So we throw on this light show here, we can just shred through these guys. Even if they have armor, they're just gone. It doesn't matter. So I really want to see some more stuff compete with weapons like this and give us a little bit more diversity for this endgame stuff. I'm tired of using the same couple weapons, but hopefully, since Gearbox is looking at all these weapons, giving them buffs, we could maybe see another little bump to the weapon here in the next week or two. And overall, I think that would solve a ton of issues, and I'm really looking forward to see what Gearbox does. So yeah, my overall thoughts on the HYPERFOCUS buff is I like the idea. It's just not quite enough. It didn't really change anything with this weapon. Like I said, it was usable in just base Mayhem 10 play. It worked perfectly fine, and now it just kills things just ever so slightly faster, but it really didn't change anything once you start doing the scaled up activities like the true takedowns and the guardian takedown. It just really did not change anything, and that's what I really want to see with these weapon buffs, is it actually change things up, give us more to play with, because most players are playing endgame content, and that's kind of where these buffs should matter the most. So maybe we'll see another little increase over the next couple weeks. Yeah, guys, hopefully you found this video helpful on deciding whether you want to be using this weapon or not in your builds after its buff. So if you guys did find it helpful, make sure you leave a thumbs up on the video to let me know. Really helps me out, but otherwise, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel for more other Borderlands 3 content. And also make sure you guys go over to Twitch. Come hang out with me. We stream every single night right around 8 p.m. Central Time. Would love to see more of you over there. But otherwise, have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next video. See ya.